should you come to the west side of Disney Springs?
President Bear here today. We're hanging out at Disney Springs because this is time to go to work.
CityWorks.
Yes, it's time to revisit this place. We hear they have new things on the menu, and as your number one choice in foodie infotainment, we investigate these things so you don't have to. So remember, she's vegan. I'm not. She's doing all the work.
It's time to foodie and chill. This is one modifiable option. You can modify any of the tacos here at CityWorks to be vegan. I got impossible meat. They just gave me lettuce and corn, avocado. The barbecue sauce is not vegan. Their slaw isn't vegan, but you can like do whatever. They have like some cilantro options. They have other veggie options. This is what I picked. So I guess I'm going to use some of the salsa here. Dip the salsa. I do have some Cholula. I probably should just take a bite before I do the hot sauce and the salsa, but I commit to my mistake. I guess it's gonna be a 2-biter. That is actually a pretty satisfying taco. Like I said, you can add more veggies to it if you want. Get some tomato, get whatever other action you want on there. I like this. I think it's really flavorful. I did take a bite without the salsa and the Cholula, and it was definitely not as good. So, highly recommend throwing some salsa on there, adding some Cholula, and just going to town. I think this is better than the burger option, especially if you're not in the mood for a burger, but I don't think it's better than the cauliflower, the Kung Pao cauliflower option that has been like the OG ride or die with me. I would give this a 4 out of 5 tacos. It's really nice. I think it's better than the vegan option at Frontera Cochina if we're comparing tacos to tacos.
If it's one thing that we never get tired of ordering, it's plant-based tacos. The Princess and I will make it a plant-based taco night any night with no shame. I'm glad they have this verde salsa to go with it since there's no sauce in the actual tacos. But I'm like that they are willing to so easily modify dishes, which bodes well for parties who come here with like mixed diets, which is basically the entire reason this channel exists. Now, it's definitely doing well. You got that the lettuce in there does well, the corn, the avocado, all add to like a nice bite. Even though the impossible meat is really just like sliced pieces of an impossible patty, it still sort of works. The verde sauce does help sort of like sell the whole thing. It's no free breakers, but I think it's still a decently filling option, especially if you just don't want like a straight Impossible Burger. And I think here the Impossible Burger is still in the gluten-free bun, and that bun, it's not for everybody. I would give this 3.75 out of 5.
As a side, there's chips and salsa, so I'm just gonna do some chip with a little bit of salsa. Though I think I need to ration this salsa, or I might ask for more. It's a decent chip, lightly salted. Tastes like, you know, like a grocery store bag chip. The salsa is really what makes it. The salsa is fire. I would give the chips on their own like a 2.5 out of 5 chips, but with the salsa, they're like a 3.5 out of 5 chips. They're chip-tastic.
There is no better game day item, whether it's sports ball, actual football, whether it's handball, pickleball, tennis, golf, motocross, X Games, than the chip. The chip is welcome in all things, and we like that level of inclusion in our food. Go ahead and dip the chip. Never ration your sauce. Always ask for more. You're paying for it. Get greedy. I worry about places that don't do chips in the regular because I worry that chips are going to be stale. It's like when you go to like a Mexican restaurant. Most everybody's getting chips. Those chips are usually always fresh. Any place that doesn't, I always have that in the back of my mind. Like, how long have the chips been sitting back there? These, nice and fresh, nice and crisp. I actually prefer the verde rather than just normal salsa. It's a touch of uniqueness, if you will. I give it 2.75 out of 5. You come into those situations, you come to like a sports bar where the menu is so varied, I couldn't possibly decide. There are a lot of things in this menu that I love, There's a scorpion burger, which is a ridiculously spicy burger that I usually get with an Impossible Patty because I'm not a huge burger person. Love that. You can get the Nashville hot chicken wrap, which is the only Nashville hot chicken thing I've ever got on Walt Disney World property that's actually spicy. I think I may have teared up the last time I had that. They have the Cuban with the sausage on it, which is a temporary item. It's still on the menu here. And I was like, well, I want to get something different. You know, we came to investigate new menus. It was my fault because I got the post wrong. I looked at their like website, which is like for all of their locations, like Disney Springs location. That's on me. So I asked the server, what is your favorite thing? Which is something we love to do. One of the multiple items she recommended to me was this here Kung Pao chicken. You have the Kung Pao chicken with the Szechuan peppers in here, breaded, some peanuts on here, a nice helping of the white rice here on the bottom. I like that. I'm never gonna say no to some Asian-inspired food. It makes me happy. Go ahead and dive in here with this knife and fork because these chunks of chicken are some big, big boys. Get some green onion and pepper on top. That's a bite. That's a bite. I love that the breading is well covered, but not like super crispy fried. But also not so soggy from the soft that it's just like a mush. It maintains its integrity and it still lets the chicken be chicken, and the chicken is moist and seasoned. It's tasty. Just the right amount of green onions. The peanuts are there, but you can modify anything you like. If you don't like them spicy, if you don't want any peanuts, your staff here is more than willing to adjust to whatever you need. It was said that it might be a little bit spicy. I'm getting maybe a 1 out of 10 on the heat scale, but on the sweetness scale, I'm getting like a 3.5 out of 10. More sweet than spice. It's still everything nice. I still like it. I'm giving it 4 out of 5.
I got a salt and lime beer to go with my beautiful tacos, and I will do the lime pinch afterwards because Bear is not as into lime as I am. This is nice. This is like a lighter version of a Dos Equis, and I'm not mad at it at all. It's not too hoppy, it's not sweet or tart, it's just a mild, well-pairing beer. I would give it a 3 out of 5 hops. It's gonna get the job done.
The salt and lime lager is a very interesting choice for a beer. It's giving me like Bud Light lime sort of vibe before I even taste it. I know there was that trend. Everybody wanted to add lime and salt to a beer for a very long time. And, well, you know, it's good for certain things, especially for to sit here for a couple of games, a long game, one of the game, while the family shops. You watch a game. This might be the place for you. And we have beer. It's giving land shark. That's what I feel from it. Not like a Corona, I'm giving like land shark. It's not a bad thing. It's light, crisp, the lime is there, and you have the extra lime on top, and then you're getting sort of like that complexity you get when you add like salt to some beers. Honestly, it works. I'd give it 3.75 out of 5. So one of the best parts and why everybody comes here to City Works is they have a ridiculous numbers of beers on tap, more beers on tap than any other place on Walt Disney World property. 72 beers, I think our server told us, and I got the West Floridian because if you put Belgian in the description of anything, I'm going to try to drink it. It may look small, but it packs a mighty punch. It's like 10.5% alcohol, so, you know, get my beer, wine level drinking on. Ooh. It's thick, complex. Got those nice bready notes that I like, a little sweet, a little vanilla in there. I like that. I need one of these glasses at home, a little sifter. I drink my whiskey out of wine glasses, well, beer that's getting drank out of the bottle. But maybe I need to fancy it up. I need to elevate my beer game at home. I would give this 4 out of 5 plus. City Works be putting in that work.
Yes, and definitely try tacos, burritos, burgers. The combinations are unlimited. Do not be limited by the menu here at CityWorks. Our server gave me so many more ideas of different combinations I want to try next time that we come, that like I am anxious to find our next excuse to come to this restaurant. Thankfully, Bear loves coming here, so like
weirdly enough,
we'll come here maybe in like a few weeks. Maybe I can convince him to let us come back.
It's really not hard to convince me of anything when there's food and tasty beverages involved. CityWorks is definitely that spot. If you guys are coming for a game or you just want something outside of the normal Disney Springs fare, it's one of the only sports bars left on property.
Yeah, come here for the Super Bowl.
Even though I did see they have Super Bowl tickets that are already sold out for Super Bowl this year.
Oh.
Yes.
Tickets.
They do
tickets
specialty events. A lot of sports bars do that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know what you guys think of CityWorks. Do you wander over to Disney Springs West, or do you stay over on the east side? Let us know in the comments below. As always, if there's anything else you'd like to see us do, that will always be the place to find us. Hit that notification bell to see other videos like this, and
we have new videos 5 days a week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
We will see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe and like this video. And if you don't comment, Bear might yeet himself into the springs.
You heard me, girl.